Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. We are in a little bit of trouble with regards to our mechanical parts, and so that's something that we seriously need to give a little bit of attention to. I think we're... Oh yes, I remember. It was a matter of not getting enough iron out of this mine over here. So what I'll do is I will... Did we... Oh, actually, we've got an extra one coming in. Oh, that was the issue. So let's grab some extra vehicles here, and we'll get this thing to mine on up a little bit better. So we can do about 9 more vehicles. Let's get an extra 2 of these going. That should be okay. And I think if we can then move a little bit more of these guys through, that would be good. So steel is looking good, and even the construction parts 3 are all fine. This one will start to back up again now. This is a challenge because what that also means, it's gonna start impacting our maintenance. So definitely, I think though we may be in the clear. So let's start boosting at least one of these. We should have more than enough unity to do that, as long as we keep sufficient amounts of iron ore ready to go here. To be honest, let's boost the others also. Yeah, hopefully that speeds up our iron a little, so that we don't necessarily run out of stuff, but we are potentially going to start running out of this if we don't get the mechanical parts back up. Wow, that is really dropping. That's okay. The rest is okay. I'm not too fussed by a lot of the other stuff. I do want to get to bread at some point, but it's not critical. I've increased the storage size for the sulfur to make sure these guys still have somewhere to drop some stuff. Deconstruction efficiency has been researched, so that's good. Food market 2 is now underway. That's a critical one for us. We don't actually use these mechanical parts, do we? We do. Ah, so even this is causing us some distress, really. All of these use mechanical parts. So mechanical parts, really, we need to up our game a little bit. But as you can see, we're clearly struggling a little bit with getting the iron plates through here. But I think now we're starting to move things a little bit more, and the boost should certainly help get this up and running a little bit. Can we upgrade to a number 2 belt is maybe the question. Conveyor belts. Conveyor belt 2. We can upgrade to secondary conveyor belts. They will require a lot more to run though. And so maybe it's not the first thing. Oh, recycling. We do need to do that. We've got a massive pile of waste that we need to start doing. Enables recycled products in places like research labs. Okay, that's interesting. So what does the recycling actually do? Waste sorting plant. Recyclables into iron scrap, copper scrap, gold scrap, broken glass. Wow, and then the maintenance depot allows for some recyclables. That's interesting. So how do we actually get to recyclables? Biomass collection, waste sorting plant, recyclable collection. Recyclable from attached settlement. If a settlement does not have this module built, all recyclables end up in general waste. Ah, and then biomass collection. Leftovers from food. If a settlement does not have this module built, the organic waste ends up in general waste. Oh, okay, that's interesting. And then cycling can transform your island's economy into a significant way as it in a significant way as it allows recover a portion of raw materials from various sources like settlement maintenance. We should maybe pause the game. Settlement maintenance of research recycling reduce the need for raw materials extraction and thus also extends longevity of deposits. Places that support recycling will return recyclables this product can be separated via waste sorting plant into scraps such as iron or copper scraps, which can be sent to the furnace for smelting. The ratio of materials recycled is based on the recycling efficiency, and more about that is explained in the waste sorting plant. So that's okay for now. I'm probably not going to jump into that just yet, just because of the sheer cost of these things, and I don't really have those construction parts automated to that kind of level of efficiency just yet. But I did think that it would be useful for us to generate a little bit more of these. Well, actually now, you know what we need to do is let's boost them. Since we can see the stuff arriving here at a reasonable rate, let's boost them, and hopefully that will get our maintenance sorted. We can head on over here and put an industrial edict on in terms of the maintenance reducer. The fuel saver is still on. Maybe I'll switch the fuel saver off for a while, and we'll get the maintenance reducer in place, and then hopefully that means things will move through a little bit more efficiently. So I've been thinking about this, and I think what I'll need to do is I'll move these things so that we basically continue to, well, do we continue to save this? I don't think so. I don't think we need these mechanical parts more so than anything else. What I did want to do is actually bypass this a little bit. So what I'll do is let's quickly let's do that, get rid of this. Well, let's use a little bit of unit to get rid of that. Okay, now what I wanted to do here instead is run the flat conveyor. Up there. Okay. And then I'll tie that one in there. And what I'll also do is I will get rid of this piece so that we can build up a bit of a backlog or something here. Yeah, that'll be better. So now we will build up a backlog, and should have these construction parts available, ready to go whenever we need to. Now, everything here at the refinery should be running fairly well. I will go ahead and upgrade these two storages just to make sure that we've got a pretty decent and sizable facility here ready to go for our sulfur, and so that we can continue to work this thing through. The ammonia is being burnt off as we need to, so this thing should be pretty straightforward. We are now all done, ready to go with regards to our stuff here. Now the question is, did we think it was required to potentially do another one? I think so. I think let's add one more to the mix here. So let's get rid of the piping through here. Okay, so all of that's being removed. Thank you. Take all of that away, please. I will then do the next massive fluid storage in here as soon as you move some stuff out of my way. There we go. That should still be able to actually. Should we do two? Let's just do two of them. I think that will suffice. So let's do that. And from here, what we'll do is we'll run a couple of pipes. So we'll have one little pipe, and we'll need to tie that one on that side and this one on this side, and we'll unpause there, and we'll unpause here, And now we're all good. Yes, fair enough. You were struggling there, so let's quickly get this delivered, and then we'll have more diesel ready to go. Perfect. So now we've got a little bit more of a diesel buffer for our refinery over here. Okay. Now, what else? Copper is looking okay. Concrete is struggling a little bit, so we should probably look at maybe boosting it again. So let's go and boost these things a little bit. It should help us out. Diesel supply low, mechanical parts. Let's go back and see what's going on with mechanical parts. It is coming back up now. So that's looking pretty reasonable. Food market 2 is done. Okay, now let's have a quick look. Yes, fair enough. There's an excavator that's struggling. Now, if we upgrade one of these, right? It's not that pricey to do. So if we were to upgrade one of these, I want to just see what that actually means for us. I believe we can then have 2 items in there. So let's go nuts. So they should be able to store some more stuff in here for us also. That's also that's 400. So just basically double up on it. We're still. Where is that going? Oh, are we dumping waste in here? I thought we weren't allowing waste. Okay, because it's outside of that area. We are dumping a little bit of waste in there. I didn't quite want to do that. So what I will do is I will actually remove the dump outside of our mining area. And that means we don't then have anywhere to be dumping waste. So what I'll do is I'll probably just expand our waste dump just a little bit here. No, is that that's not mining? I didn't want to mine this. This is supposed to be dumping. So we'll do a bit of this, and we'll do a bit of that on the other side as well. There should be a little bit more room there. There we go. So now there's a little bit more room for the waste to be dumped here. I will be trying to sort through this and trying to see whether we can actually go back and recycle it at some point. That's kind of the plan. I want to try and do that. Organic fertilizer is being researched. So this is actually moving along pretty nicely, holding up nicely here. And this is moving pretty quickly. A lot of these other ones aren't doing too bad of a job. That's filling up quite nicely. This is backed up and our maintenance is back to where it needs to go. Why is a small excavator not getting any fuel? Well, sand is not a big deal for us, but I'm sure the fuel will be making its way there at some point. Yeah, this guy is going around there to top it up. Yes, excellent. Topping it up there. Good. Excellent. Good stuff. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on what we do here with these things. Look at this thing. That's hugely deep and underground now. Okay. So now, in terms of research, we've got the level 3 construction parts ready to go. So let's have a quick look at what some of our next components are. We've got this going. We can do basic desalination, actually, and we can do more power, and we can certainly do the saving of mechanical power through the flywheel. So let's add that and see if that does work for us. Got crude oil here ready to go. We've got this thing fully loaded, and we can probably actually what I wanted to do is, if our mechanical components are back at a reasonable level, and I think they are, we can then move along. That's looking pretty good. Okay. All quite healthy now. Sand is dropping. So I would imagine, as long as we have a truck doing its thing here, the sand will make its way back. So maybe I'll add an extra truck there, and we should probably get an extra truck assigned here and build a few more trucks over here. Okay, good. Let's do that. See how that goes. And is our concrete looking better? Yeah, much healthier now. Sand is coming down. That's not too bad. I might remove the alert off of this one, and when this one goes empty, actually no, not that one. Let's put the alert on this one. Well, actually, let's put the alert on this one. When this one goes completely empty, we'll put the alert on there. So that's all good. Now we've just got the retaining walls that's being a bit of a mess there. Rubber is looking good. And let's just keep this one full over here as well. Bring more rubber over this way and get this to move a little quicker. That's all good as well. How's this going? Yeah, pretty good. Now let's get some guns on this ship. Let's have a look. If we can add some guns, let's continue some front guns, at least as a starting point. Is the stuff coming in or not? What do we do with iron scrap? Can we put iron scrap directly in here? We can put iron scrap directly in there. I think our iron is now running reasonably. Wow, actually no, we are still needing to maneuver that iron through pretty quickly. This guy needs a little bit of help also. Let's just see how many vehicles and things do we have here. I think that is looking pretty reasonable actually in terms of the coal. Ship modification has been completed, so shall we see about getting the rear one also? And then we'll get some extra guns on there, so hopefully now we can fight our way out of trouble. Food is starting to decline a little bit. Our population is growing quite substantially, so that's why that is happening. I wouldn't mind building some of these retaining structures a little bit more. Let's go and get some of them started. Our truck supply is pretty stable. I mean, logistics is pretty stable, no big deal. Diesel is running on empty. Why is that? We don't have any issues. This thing should just be ramping up its production straight away. We're running out of a little bit of electricity though. Okay, that's quite interesting. Another ship modification has been completed. I do need to have a look at that electricity there. Now, with that in mind, we should be able to kind of clear out some of these guys, especially some of those. Why wouldn't you be battle ready for us? Oh, it probably doesn't have a crew. Let's load the crew. Wow, that took a lot of people. Now, if we go back now we can actually do battle. Let's pop in here first and see what that gets us. Lots of waste being dumped over here. Sky, yeah, this is looking fairly healthy. What's the situation like at the moment? So we can quite comfortably, I think, switch the other one off for the time being. So let's do that. Try and save a little bit of power and the likes. Now the question is, do we? I think our water. Wow, water is really problematic. So I'm thinking we probably need to expand this yet again. What does this do? This does 48. Oh, actually, that needs to be upgraded as part of our challenge. Yeah, so we can't really add much more here because our throughput already here is pretty high now. But that should do a little bit better now. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Now that's starting to work a little bit better. Good stuff, good stuff. Desalination though, let's have a quick look. If we look at desalination, that's going to cost us, okay, so Whoa, we're in battle. And we're winning. Only barely. What did we find? Corn seeds. Excellent. Corn seeds have been found. Some more population and some vehicle parts. I believe we'll have to go straight back. We won't be able to explore any further. Go straight back. But at least we've got the corn seeds, which means we can do corn farming, which will in the mill be able to do corn mash and animal feed. And what do you do with corn mash? Is that a direct food supply? I have no idea. But yeah, in terms of food, we're definitely getting that sorted out. If I go back in here, let's have a quick look at our the power stuff, right? So power generation number 3 here gives us the low pressure turbine. I would really not mind getting to the low pressure turbine, but we need the Research Labs 3. So it's not going to be a thing for us in the short term. To deal with this fuel station 2 and things like that. Advanced logistics is also pretty good, but we'll need the vehicles piece and the edicts and all these kind of things. Doing mechanical storage, ships armor is the next big one, but vehicle management, I think let's add vehicle management to the queue after mechanical storage, and then we can do advanced logistics, which would be good. Now, power is becoming a bit of a challenge for us. So the question is, do we do a whole extra power setup somewhere? Now, we can certainly get water and power out done on this side, and we can do that. Okay, so let's see. We should have groundwater here. Let's quickly have one look here. Let's stop some of these, and we'll clear this out. Okay, so we'll try that. We'll definitely get a bit of a groundwater pump going. Probably more than one. So let's do 1, 2 of them. Not enough housing in the settlement, overcrowded. Okay, so I'll need to now go and get yet another round of this housing going. And I think that's going to be about the size of the block. I'm not going to go any bigger than that. That's going to be our housing block. And then now we just need to start upgrading. We've got organic fertilizers, so we'll have a bit of a look at that. Now, from here, what I needed to do was do a bit of power. So power, what we'll do is we'll do what we'll do first is we'll get a couple of fluid storages going. So we'll do something like that. So we've got some fluid storage going. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of loose storage like this as well. If we do that, that should be pretty good. Now we can go and have a look at power. So if we do a standard coal boiler, that gives us 48. Okay. What's the other recipe that can go in here? Water plus... Wow, we can burn that. Not that that's going to be a very exciting thing to be doing. So what I thought we will have here, we'll just do this, and we'll tie in coal on this side, and we'll tie in water on that side. We'll do something like that. So now we've got this going, and now we'll just do a bit of a steam run through here. So now with that done, this one is 24, so we can do 2 of them. So we could do a little something like this. So let's do that. Plus this. The question is, do we leave room for the flywheel? Well, let's do that. Let's leave room for the flywheel and put some flywheels in there. What we can certainly do is we'll do this as the one side. We definitely need a bit of a output for the steam. Now, what does this thing cost us? The smokestack cost us 10. Yeah, we may as well just do one each. It's going to be a little bit cleaner, I think. So once this is done, we should be all good. Now we're starting to run out of diesel again. Why is that? Are we? We're basically we're just using it so quickly. So our setup is pretty much at capacity. So if I go in here somewhere and we have a look at our diesel stuff. Now there's too much in here, so let's forget about that. So this is our total consumption, and why it's spiking like this is a little weird. We have, okay, that's looking a little bit better. The last 100 years, so it's going up quite substantially. We've got using pretty big numbers here, and then our production. Our production is pretty good, but why is our production dipping every now and again is the quick question here. And then fuel, I don't know what the difference is here, but that at least is an indicator that our production has dropped a little bit. And well, at the moment we're out of crude, and that's why. So maybe we're not moving sufficient amounts of crude here, but we. As you can see, we do fill it up each time the boat gets here. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of we should probably either add another or do something slightly different over here. Maybe add a medium. I don't think we can do the medium, so it's potentially adding another. Really, it's all about what's going on that side. Oh, we're out of mining area. I think this just happened, so it's not the end of the world. I did do a little bit more here. So let's allow for that. And at the same time, now we can quite comfortably start digging in there a little bit more. How's our concrete looking? Our concrete is looking pretty good. So now I'll unpause the rest of those. Okay, so now everybody can start digging in a little bit more. Mechanical storage, power storage is ready to go. I want to look at organic fertilizer also. That should help us out a little. Now here at this one flywheel is able to store 80 megawatts per second worth of mechanical power as inertia of a spinning mass. Okay. It slowly loses power only if all other entities on the same shaft are idle, not consuming or producing mechanical power. So the idea is that I wanted to do maybe this and put them all on one big shaft here, really. So do that and then put another couple of wheels in there and do this as a bit of an extra power supply. Now let's pipe some stuff through that way. And we'll get our last smokestack in place here. So this is the next round of our power. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to start looking at getting this built up over here. It will have room for some water, so we could potentially then start piping water somewhere else also. So that's something that we can keep in mind. Now the question is, how many pieces needs to be built here? But out of sand. No. You need to please keep focus on the sand, please. And what I'll do is, can I empty you out? I can't really empty what you've got with you at the moment. So potentially what we need to do is grab you an extra little truck because everybody is traveling way too far now. Food supply is dropping. So now the next thing I want to quickly have a look at is fertilizer before we get to the end of this. So fertilizer, organic fertilizer. Let's pause the game while we quickly think about fertilizers. So we've got the mill, the baking unit, organic fertilizers. Okay, well, let's dismiss that and let's see what it is that we're after. Air separators. So is it a chemical plant that does any of these things? No, it doesn't seem to be. Anything over here does not seem to be any of that. Oh, here we go. we can create fuel gas of some sorts of food. Okay, that's okay. That's not really what we're after. Let's go back in here and have a look at the organic fertilizer component. So it's in the mixer where you actually make that. So you need to make compost. So you need a mixer to take animal feed and make it compost. Biomass can go into compost, which is pretty good. We could dump fertilizer, which wouldn't seem very good. So really compost is what we need to do, but this will take absolute ages to do. The mixer can give us that. Right? Unlocks the mixer. The mixer has been unlocked before. Okay, so if we go back and we go here to the mixer. It's a different mixer. Ooh. Water and sulfur gives us acid. That's an interesting one. And then biomass. Biomass, we would need... Where do we get biomass? Let's quickly have a look. We go here. It's produced by a food processor or a biomass collector. Okay, so we can't actually do that just yet. Okay, so the mixer gives us animal feed into compost. Let's quickly go back and have a look at these guys. This guy is going to give me... pretty slowly, actually. We're not going to have decent amounts of fertilizer from this process. So here we will do... animal feed to compost, and then compost to fertilizer. Wow. We could do wheat directly into animal feed, directly into fertilizer. That would save us a bit of this stuff. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a bit of that. Oh, this thing has not been linked up actually. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Let's cancel this thing. We'll set it up and we'll see how we do this in the next one. Okay, so that's different styles of stuff. This is a U shape. So we'll do that, and we'll then also run it. Is it too close? Oh no. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I will cancel this setup. We'll copy this entire thing. No, we'll cut this entire thing. And we'll just move it one over. So there's a little bit of room there. We'll do that. Okay. We'll go back in here. Gonna have that guy. And then the next one will run through here. Up to about there for the time being. Now give me the mixer. Okay. Yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind. So we may have to redo the entire thing yet again. Why is that not working? Let's cut it and move it a little bit more. We'll do that. Okay. We will delete this and try it again. Give me the U shape. Oh, there's something funny going on here. It's oh, it was in the wrong end there. So let's do that. There we go. That should work. Now let's go back to the mixer. Try and squeeze it in here. Yeah, we'll go back all the way here, and we'll get our U shape to run in there or in there, right? Like so. That means get these guys out so we can run directly, or we can run through this process. So that's pretty good. We'll have to bring water back. Then from here, we'll need to run through another mixer, which will take this this piece. So we'll go up to, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be pretty fun. So we'll do that. We'll run that one straight from there to there. And out of this one, so here we will say wheat, wheat or animal feed. Actually, that one needs to go in this one instead. Can't have animal feed. So wheat into animal feed into, okay, so this one is actually animal feed. So let's trim it back a little bit. Give me this U-shaped conveyor. It's not great. If I do, can we potentially do this? Yes, we can. Will that tie in? No, I don't want that. Let's at least trim it back then one more. Get that U-shaped conveyor through here. Yeah, unfortunately that's the only thing that's going to happen. We'll tie that one in there, and that will kind of be the process. We'll need to bring water in this way. Oh, this one doesn't actually need water. Okay, you know what? Then I'm gonna sing out on this. So let's bring that back. We'll bring it back over there. We'll certainly sort out all of this. Okay, now try that one more time. The mixer. Go like this, and then we will have the U shape. Go around that way. We'll have this one do this, and that one goes straight in there. Okay, so that actually works quite well. We don't need to put water in there. We'll run this one down this way, and now out of this process, we'll get organic fertilizer, which we will feed into all of these different ones. So if that's going to be our last farm right here for the time being, I mean, we can obviously put more farms to this side. We could squeeze another farm in here, but it doesn't quite fit the bill, so we'll not do it. So let's get some storages for stuff. So if we just do some fluid storage, I'm going to leave some room for water to come down this way. And then basically I'm just going to do this. So we'll do, there we go. So there is our fertilizer setup is ready to go. All we will need to do is run some water down this way. So let's grab a bit of a pipe to, well, let's do this instead. We'll run a pipe down there, and in there. So there we go. So now we'll have water here also from that old process. This is looking pretty healthy now since I fixed that pipe over here. But there we go. So now we're ready to go. I think I would like us to probably build at least some of this stuff. So what I'll do is I will switch on for construction some of these items. Probably this, that, and that also. So for the first bit, we're gonna run the wheat directly in here. So what I'll do is I'll just pause this once it's built. So get it built, but pause it straight away, and we'll see how that goes. Excellent. There we go, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. That's another 40-minute episode. We're ready to go with some more power. We are got the power here. We're ready to go with more power. Our diesel is looking pretty healthy. The boat is turning around pretty quickly. Our logistics is getting a little busy, so let me pop in a couple more trucks. Yeah, we can certainly grab a couple more until we do another round of vehicle management. Excellent. Yeah, we're almost there. This is going along quite swimmingly. We are out of sand, meaning that this is none of this is working because we're missing the sand. So let's remove those boosts. And we definitely need more sand to be dug here. So you should definitely be focusing on sand. Let's have a quick look at where we're. Oh, absolutely. That's exactly our issue there. So let's dig a little bit deeper on the sand on that side, and then let's actually flatten it out a bit, like so. So now we should have a pretty decent amount of sand that we can go and collect. As long as we got an extra truck or two here. So let's get an extra truck there to just move a little bit more sand, because I think that's the plan. Everything else is looking kind of okay. That's a little bit of pressure there. Oh, but this has already been built. That's going straight into the wheat production. This is built and ready to go. We do have workers and we do have power actually. So let's switch that on. The recipe I wanted to do here would have been that one. And that recipe is up for grabs as well. That should get us water in here. So absolutely. So now we're going to start getting some organic fertilizer sorted, right? Fertilizer organic. And so maybe if we feed the fertilizer back in here at a minor level, we'll see what that actually comes up with for us. See if we can make that work a little bit better. So now that's our very first round of wheat. We can also now research corn and things like that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.